Hey, Osiris here, and today I'm going to be going over the best defense for Town Hall 7 in Clash of Clans. As you can see now, I'm using, if you're not familiar with it, this is called the Mantis layout. I did not actually create this wall layout. I did move some of the buildings around. I do link to the original creator of this build in the description. I picked it up off of the Supercell forums. And I tried a lot of Town Hall 7 builds, and this is the one I really liked. I really like this the most because it's really the only build that I've seen where a player really has to give you 100% clear if they're going to get access to the dark storage. Dark elixir storage are pretty much close to 100%. This is a really strong build at this level because dark elixir storage is really the only thing that matters. I did go ahead and move a lot of these buildings around, and here's sort of my rationale behind this. So first things first, the clan castle is at absolutely the center of the base. You cannot lure out units without either sending a giant in to hit the cannons, or if you want to use barbarians or archers, you're going to actually have to destroy some of these perimeter buildings before you can get access to the clan castle units. And that's a really big pain for the enemy, and it really does make them waste units to lure out clan castle units, or even better, they don't lure them out at all, and then you get practically a free win. So we always put this in the center, starting at Town Hall 7. Nothing can lure this out very easily. That should always be your goal. We've also put the Dark Elixir storage right above this clan castle in the center. It's a particularly good spot for it because both wizard towers overlap the Dark Elixir storage. No player is going to be able to push up to the bottom and then send goblins in to get your Dark Elixir storage with both wizard towers overlapping. So that's kind of the key. Each one's already doing 20 damage, so if they both hit at the same time, you're going to one-shot goblins that are at your level range. If a player's really high level, yeah, maybe they'll take your Dark Elixir, but at that point, they'll have a loot penalty. Players can also take this base out, but they can take out any base if they're going to use dragons, any Town Hall 7 base. There's not really much you can do about that at this point, but it's pretty rare, and it does hold up against really disorganized attacks, especially if you have clan castle units. Some of the other features of this base are that pretty much both mortars, or two of the three mortars are in the center, as are both air defense towers. Normally I don't like this, but I feel like at this level range it's good to have some overlap with the mortars, and there's really no other arrangement that puts both your clan castle at the center and fully protects your dark storage kind of as a priority, while letting both wizard towers in and separating all your storage units. I just think that it's kind of got the best overall combination. It's not ideal. It's not an ideal setting to have your dark elixir storage and defensive towers within the same cell, because it does encourage giants to kind of power towards those defensive structures. Same goes for golems at higher levels, but it's still a pretty good layout. It works great. So this is what I'm recommending. And we do notice that the town hall is down here. This is a farming base, so of course we want players to hopefully just snipe the town hall and leave. I put it just far enough out of range so well-placed archers can take out the town hall without being hit. That's intentional. I don't want to make it so that players can't take out my town hall, but I don't want to put it so far out that it's not providing me a little bit of buffer. And what I mean by that is, especially when I'm full on resources, if you just stick this town hall over here, what you're going to find is most players are not only going to take out this town hall, they're going to take a shot at these two resource points thinking it's a free shot. So the town hall here, it allows players to trigger your shield, but it also offers you a little bit of a buffer, and that's intentional, because the biggest weakness of this base is this wall here. What players will do is, rather than sending their giants through your funnel, which would be devastating, they'll all hit the spring traps and you'll get a free win. What they'll do is they'll drop a giant down here. Once these structures start firing at it, they'll then drop two wall breakers. That'll let your giants get right up in here, drop another handful of wall breakers, then they're in the center of your base. Sometimes the wall breakers might go over for this wall first, but then again, two wall breakers breaks down this wall, wall breakers breaks down this wall here, two wall breakers will get in the center, and even if they go up here, same thing. If they have 10 wall breakers, they're going to get into the center of your base, at which point, they're able to clear out these high value structures, and you're in a bit of a trouble, which is why I really like this setup in particular. Two wizard towers will keep defending these dark elixir storage even if giants press into the center of the base. Let's say giants press into the center of the base, you then have all these high damage towers that will be able to hit into the center of the base that do cover this Dark Elixir storage, whereas Wizard Towers will take out Barbarians and Archers and Goblins that might try to get up on the Dark Elixir storage. So generic attacks really don't work great on this base. Maybe a high-level player will, with level 5 Archers and Barbarians, Town Hall 8 might be able to crack this, but not very easily, at least not to get to your Dark Elixir, maybe with spells. What you're going to find is most players might take out these 2 storage points in your Town Hall. That's going to be all they get. So let's go ahead and watch this in action. So here's a Town Hall 5 player. Just used a Barbarian Archer army. Was able to take a good amount of gold off me, but that's about it. Which is kind of the standard for this range. So like a Barbarian Archer attack like this has no hope of getting to your Dark Elixir storage. It does help that I have a dragon inside. It obviously increases the strength of the build. And that's really the point of having that clan castle in the center. If players are too sloppy and don't try to proc these units, which is difficult with Barbarians and Archers, they wind up with a nice surprise when the dragon comes out. So you can see this is a pretty easy win. He takes out that storage and hits that a little bit, but I keep most of my loot. And most importantly, I keep all my Dark Elixir. So let's take out the most recent attacks. This is a higher level attack. I mean, it's a Town Hall 4 attack, but it does use multiple 2 dragons, uses Barbarian King, and it uses spells. And it looks like they really didn't get much done, so let's see what happens. Actually, I don't think I've watched this one yet. So they dropped, that's interesting, they dropped the 3 lightning cells on the air defense. And that's what I was talking about. You're really vulnerable to dragons for that reason. But once again, since my clan castle is in the center, this guy didn't actually bother to proc it. And that's no spells, and he dropped a bunch of giants. That's going to be easy to clean up for my dragon. So it is such a big help on defense to get a dragon in your clan castle. So the dragon's actually going to wipe both of these dragons with support from that air defense, which is nice. Okay, and so these goblins really don't have a chance with the wizard tower still up. I was actually able to keep most of my resources despite the pretty hefty attack. All of that, most of that was just from his lightning spells hitting my Dark Elixir and from him taking out the storage units, which were pretty full at this point. So we're going to check out a couple more, just give you an idea how this works. Here's another pretty heavy dragon attack. This is the same sort of thing where I was able to defend pretty well, and I did have the dragon still. And the same dragon's actually been living through all of these attacks, so it's actually the same one. I haven't been replacing it. Well, maybe I replaced it there. I don't know. Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes I feel like I lose my dragon and it just stays in the clan castle anyway. I'm not really sure what causes that. If somebody knows, go and leave me a comment. I haven't been quite able to figure that out. It might be if they don't clear 50%, you keep your clan castle, because I've sworn I've lost my dragon before and I somehow still keep it. So here's a couple Town Hall 5 attacks. I don't have the replay available, but you can see this guy got about 50% of my base. And what's really important here is to note all these attacks, very little Dark Elixir lost. And that's what we're going for here. All these attacks, no Dark Elixir. I'm sure someone's cleared it at some point. Okay, this guy got in, but he used healing spells and was a Town Hall 8 player. I mean, that's going to happen. This guy used a ton of units, but didn't get very far. So again, lots of attacks, not much Dark Elixir going out. And I've been sitting around 6 to 10k for a while. So, oh yeah, I also want to check out the war placement. I'll show you what I'm doing there. So I did move around some buildings, of course, for the war. And you can see that I have the town hall in the center. I had to move the clan castle up. And looking at this in retrospect, I'd probably try to wedge another building or two here and here to make it a little bit harder to lure units out. But as you can see, I'd probably take this army camp actually and plop it where this Stark Barracks is, move this Stark Barracks over here. But I hope that makes sense of what I'm exactly trying to do. Probably move this barracks right here too. Try to protect this a little bit more. You can see I'm pretty much using the same layout with the town halls in the center. And we can't keep the clan castle in the center because the town hall otherwise won't fit with all these structures. If you wedge it up in the top, this won't fit because there's only 9 units in length. So this is pretty much how you have to do it. Don't have any replays available for the war, but it does work good. Pretty much the only thing that I've had wipe me are dragons, full dragon armies. Not a lot you can do about that. And hog rider armies, again, Town Hall 7, not a lot you can do about Hole Grinders. A Town Hall 9 player could probably wipe you with Giants and that sort of thing, or Town Hall 8 even with, spells and heroes. So, but it does hold up good. It holds up good against players at your other range, If they're not going to use Dragons or Hole Grinders, they're probably not going to get in as a Town Hall 7, or they're not going to get your Town Hall. They might get a 50% clear, but that's about it. Hope this video was helpful for you. You can go ahead and check out I'm going to link in my description to the Supercell thread, so if you want to get a better idea of what this build looks like, and go ahead and subscribe for more Clash of Clans guides. I definitely have more coming.